Joshua Carty to kick off.
About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night primetime. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
They go for first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with the speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And this will wind up Giants first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
A gain of 12 yards.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Yard line.
Going back to Gibbs on first down. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, 60 yards. And the Lions are on the board here first in the season opener.
The kicker on.
Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll start with a run by Mitchell. Down the numbers. There he goes. Inside the 10. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A big play there. 65 yards. And the Bears are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Extra point splits the uprights. And we are tied at 7.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Now a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And a good run here as he'll run all the way down to the 40-yard line. 86 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this first quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10, right at the 40. Off play action. Johnson. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7.
Bears 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
First down, Chicago.
Up the middle, here's Mitchell. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A tale of two extremes. First carry, he went for a bundle. His second goes backward.
And how many times have we seen that happen? Because you get that big carry, and you come back and you're all fired up, and sometimes you force a run a little bit, right? Trying to break off that big carry again. And instead, it works opposite.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, Williams. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Keaton Mitchell. Incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. Backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
This will be fielded at the 17. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there's never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10.
24-yard line.
Back to throw. Johnson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Lions punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. time. 18 yards. And the Bears take over.
46-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
And the Bears first down.
To the air, Williams. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They run over center with Mitchell. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 36. 72 yards for him on the ground in his first quarter. He has been tremendous to start the new year. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Looking to throw is Williams. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 19. A nice pickup of 17 yards.
First and 10 at the 19-yard line.
First down, here's Mitchell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The end result, 21 yards.
First and goal, Chicago.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2, as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland from 6 yards away. And the Bears are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they covered him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, he might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Johnson now off the play fake. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Going down the middle, and it's complete. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That's good.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
20, 5, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears are an extra point away from evening this one up. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
31-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And they'll get this wheel pass midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 36. Off the play fake. Johnson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
2nd and a yard. At the Bears' 16-yard line.
Now a first carry here for the running back. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Lions 28.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Well, the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Here's Williams.
From the left side here, and it's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Trying the right side with Mitchell.
Now he's into the clear again. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
Well, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Off play action. Johnson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That throw taken in by Jamison Williams.
Out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
21 yards.
A gain there of 21 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Garcia. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Now they'll audible to something else. Gibbs. He'll get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2.
The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Again, it's Gibbs.
And this time he is in.
Jahmyr Gibbs.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Lions will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Lions 35. Bears 28.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45.
Now that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Throwing is Williams.
Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 23 yards on the play.
That's good.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Back to throw now on 1st down. This throw caught right around the 6. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, the best don't mind making tough throws, but that was a real difficult one right there. Out of the pocket, trying to beat double coverage. More times than not, that's going to end up as an incomplete pass, if not worse.
Williams now. A final shot before break. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went into half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 7. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Williams looking to do it himself. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
Well, no one likes to see that drop, but I'll guarantee it's not going to stop his quarterback from going back to him anytime he has open space.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Williams looking to do it himself. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. That's going to be incomplete. Well, it looked like he had him for a second, but the razzle-dazzle will not work out. It's second down.
Second down and 10.
Back to throw again. And that was going to be off target and incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. To the air once more, Williams. He's got his target. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 13-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Bears first down.
On the handoff, Mitchell. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line.
Another run with Mitchell. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd.
35-35. Joshua Carty to kick off.
So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
21-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
No gain on the play.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 21-yard line.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Jahmyr
Good job in
Gibbs.
coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
An incomplete pass on second down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Johnson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Williams throwing to start the drive. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Colston Loveland already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead.
Lions 35. Joshua
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They go play action here on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
A 9-yard loss.
Nick Bonito.
It's now 2nd and 19.
He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Operating from the gun, Johnson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this turns into a nice game with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a 1st.
1st and 10.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Lions are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Williams. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Now they'll shift things around. From the gun, a give to Mitchell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
It's a gain of 2. That's good for the Bears.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And his throw is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. A shotgun handoff to Mitchell. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Williams. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down, that coming up.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did. And this is caught inside the 5. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. 55 yards. And the Lions strike quickly to take the lead here in the 4th.
Makes the score Lions.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. And this will be a Bears first down as they'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
On first down, they go back to Mitchell. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, 2nd down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
But once again, it's Mitchell. And He'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Wow, 213 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A pass complete to Odunze. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Rome Odunze, 49 yards. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
2nd down, and they go back to Gibbs.
And getting this just shy of midfield and spotted at the 49. They'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
And based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
19, Tiger.
Looking to throw. Johnson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Here's Mitchell now to kick off the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, Williams.
This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll get this across midfield, but not nearly close to a first down as he stopped at the 48. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring up 4th down. To throw, it's Williams. In the middle of the field, he's got a man complete. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Throwing again here, Williams. He'll get this into the hands of Odunze. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Rome Odunze. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bears have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll get to the 30-yard line before going out of bounds.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Back to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Or shoots past him. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
They'll look to throw. He's airing it out for Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think we were both wondering if we were going to see them try and push it deep downfield, facing a one-possession deficit late, and they certainly didn't disappoint. They gave it an effort.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
Yards on the play. And the Lions first down.
He's back to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. What a start to the season this has been. Back and forth, all tied 4th quarter as the kick is away here. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
35-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
I think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
And the Bears first down.
To the air, Williams. Open man down the field. That's Odunze. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Touchdown.
Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
21-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Lions will use the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
2 timeouts still in their back pocket. It's 1st and 10.
Back to 60. Back to 60. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1. It's tempting to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd. Carry it into overtime.
I'm with you. Do you see some fans holding up 2 fingers? Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
And he will not get into the end zone. The defense makes the stop of the game on the 2-point try, and they might just get out of here with a win after all. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Clock management 101.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9.
And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right?
opening the season and you open within the division, you knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Chicago, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener.
And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Detroit, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to